Hi, I'm coming to you from Crested Butte today. I hope this video finds you healthy and staying sane during this COVID craziness. I wanted to talk a little bit today about the market and what we're seeing here in Crested Butte and Gunnison with regards to kind of what changes have happened since the COVID-19 virus took over. To me, that date here in Crested Butte started on March 13th, which was the first day that there was no school. And then of course, March 14th is when the ski area closed for the season. So I'm kind of using that as my barrier for tracking the changes since COVID started. So we've had, since March 13th, we've had 23 properties close in the Crested Butte area for just about 20 million in total sales volume. And we've also had 22 sales in Gunnison that are about 8 million in total sales volume. So that's been great. We did not see a whole bunch of contracts fall apart. Once this started, I did have several buyers that had to cancel their contracts because they were laid off from their jobs. But for the most part, we've seen people continuing to purchase the properties that they were already under contract on. In addition to that, we've had 10 new properties go under contract in the Crested Butte area since March 13th, which is definitely down from our previous years, but it isn't that far off due to it being April and mud season here. So it's not that unusual. Gunnison has actually seen quite a few more just because of the price point, I think, and it's more of a year-round place. So there's a lot of people relocating and moving up and down while they can. So all of those things I think are really positive, and I think it's gonna be some time before we see any drastic changes. If we can get the county open back up, I think we'll start seeing more people coming and looking at property. Obviously, we don't have a time frame for that, and I know there's a lot of people, especially second homeowners, that really want to come back to Crested Butte, and I can't wait for you to be able to do that. We just don't know when that's going to be yet. So I'll definitely be keeping you in the loop. Something that I thought was really interesting that came out yesterday was that Fannie Mae is making a prediction that interest rates could potentially fall below 3% in 2021. That will be a crazy, crazy situation. I don't think that's really ever happened for a 30-year fixed mortgage. So I will keep you in the loop on that because I think that's going to be a really interesting thing to watch unfold, and hopefully it happens so that everybody can afford to buy homes after this economic meltdown. I also want to talk a little bit about how the summer's probably going to look here in Crested Butte. We're getting more and more updates from, like Adaptive Sports, for example. They're not opening. They usually open on June 1st for their summer activities, and now they're not opening until July 1st. In addition to that, they've already postponed their major events like Bridges of the Butte, which is usually in the end of June, will be now at the end of August, hopefully. They also made an announcement that their biggest fundraiser of the year, the Crested Butte Open, is going to look a little bit different. We don't know what that means yet, but it's going to be different. I have a feeling all of the concerts and things that we're used to are going to be different, if not canceled. So I think we're all going to be able to be here and be together, but it's just not going to be the same as it is. And I just want everybody to be prepared for that. And I don't know, maybe it'll change. I'm really hoping that it changes. Trust me, of all people, I want Alpenglow, and I want the summer mountain concerts, and I want all the things that we get to do. But the good news is we have a lot of space here, so we can spread out and still enjoy the mountains and still enjoy Crested Butte. So that's a great thing. The town is also discussing, the town of Crested Butte, town council is discussing the idea of closing Elk Avenue to vehicle traffic for the summer. And they have just sent a survey around to all the business owners on Elk Avenue to chime in on that. So I'd love to get your feedback and your opinion on that idea. I don't think it's gonna really help. It's definitely not gonna help the retail establishments and the restaurants. But I think the idea is for social distancing. But the problem will be, where do all those cars go? So I think there's some things that need to get figured out before they officially vote on that. But I'd love to get your opinion. And I will keep you in the loop on the market, of course. It's changing every day, and starting next week, the state of Colorado is starting to loosen up their stay-at-home order It's going to be called the Safe at Home Order, and they're starting to allow certain businesses to start operating again. There is a very good chance that we'll be able to start showing property in-person showings probably at the beginning of May, depending on what Gunnison County decides. So as soon as I have that information, you'll be the first to know. And as always, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask me any questions about the market, about houses here, about what it's like in Crested Butte right now, or anything else. Love to talk to you. Have a great day.